De Quincey in Everton. A deep sigh reminiscent of a final breath, repeated sporadically for 29 minutes.
This or his bodily discipline that braids together a shadow of a man with a further set of stairs.
Pad through soft lanes before the sight of a meteor shower and sparks from chimneys deep in the town. Settle across the bay, down to the shore, eventually out of breath on the walk home.
Beyond the remainder of the work in progress, a pathetic passage through the streets to accompany them after familial transgressions owing from aesthetic detachment.
Transfer the conversations across centuries. Communicate via lovers' chaise longue. Who is the phantasm after all? Is this always going to be a two-hander?
The intimate connection precisely where the non-eventful intervals amongst this/his woodlands, mine/mind, and thence the clashes between the breezy sunny evening and the most densely populated paternal hills.
Paul says, thanks for writing. It ought to have been on quality paper or even a telegram. Sparks again take a breath. Some thief takes the idea after offering congratulations.
A danter is not a wren, nor is it a wrench. Among, amongst, amid, amidst, a less manic spread of noise, animated by demons.
Lightning strikes twice after prayers are offered. A love heart in blue appears.
When you ask me, this resistance must be directed to move within the city's accusing spirit, unfixed and often spiralling, ever affectionate, recently named in a multi-million-pound naming rights deal.
A repetition, modal memories, Christmas Eve, the initiation of broken ritual. Lounge in a hot bath in northern Liverpool, anticipation for the possible final act of celebration.
Make excuse for its kindred defects, the excessive stupidity, not very congenial. So I went away, sat on some stones, sitting about an hour or wiving about a house.
Cold catered for the season. Pull the roll neck higher, take a deep breath before the running around. At some point the day will settle into its own.
I'm wearied to death with cheerful, stifle or conceal. After they leave, turn back along. I follow them among the hatters in Lord Street, on the grounds of their being form of the stains, torn, lawn of the slains, straws, slares, slans, stains.
Seek the meteor shower from the vantage point above the bay. There's the slowest of tides, half-hidden concentration, broken by hooves, shedding sparks that match the shower. Is that the drift of ships towards the mouth of the river?
Theoretically, this exercise's will fully, eternally lyrenken, eta carne vida hidinka, exalan arna el hinsintar.
Out at Hightown, 220 years on, light from the rigs and turbines make for a city-like vista.
No place on which the convergence of odours will settle into an anticipation of broken ritual.
The smell of ivy permeates after roots are cut. It's like the perfume counter of 1980s Lewis's, overlooking where the roperies ran before the market facing Lime Street arrived.
The relocation of the cuckoo opened up a determination on personal inheritance of what will then be owing the merchants and their mansions.
Walking the half road with its straightness, a slower rising cacophony over the backing. There's the chiff-chaff, letting us know it's still here, a less manic spread of noise, as the breathing resumes to remind us of the essentialness of communication.
And thence to the resounding shore, in dialogue with your truly affectionate, deeply stratified history.
Across the centuries, words on paper, archived in city centre libraries, value in tramping streets tracked by GPS, later to be traced onto vintage maps. Shared routes, shared practices, shared sea air, the view remains the same. Thank you.